people in this Epstein class who are against us. So I don't think you can trust a party person.
Example is her name is Morgan. Who the fuck is Morgan? Oh, Frogan. People don't want to associate with me or collab with me, so I actually ended up having to fly out to LA a lot to make friends and do collaborations to help my career. There was a reference to a text message that you sent him asking for a blowjob right before your Austin Oaks day. Do you recall that? Yes. Okay, all right. Can you explain to the court how that text came to be? Okay.
Pink Chew says that Tectone destroyed her streaming career when he made his post on November 22nd.
I have no idea if this is true or not because I don't follow her streaming career or any of her anything that she does for that matter. But
now, personally, I don't know the validity of her claim. She provides no evidence.
Yeah, me neither.
Of this outside of saying that's what happened, and she could have just as easily nuked her own Twitch channel to hide evidence that Tectone wasn't actually abusive.
Maybe, I guess.
Since they did a lot of streams together. But nonetheless, she's suggesting that her online career was over and her life was ruined, which is stupid because her primary income is Fansly and OnlyFans.
Ooh.
It's stupid because hating on OnlyFans.
Do you think that Think Before You Sleep took a look at it just for because you know, for the research guys.
Creators only makes them more popular. Everyone who is good at social media knows that.
Well, she might be referring to being harassed by Tectone and his audience, but again, I don't know how valid it is. I never knew of her streaming career.
Why OF chicks go on podcasts like Whatever or Fresh and Fit and say dumb stuff. It's to promote their content.
When you got kicked off of Fresh and Fit the first time, how much money did you make, girl, afterwards? Like, how many?
Fresh and Fit, there's no one that does more for OnlyFans women than Fresh and Fit. You have helped sex workers more than anybody, I think, in the world. You have given us the world. Every time I come on your show, my money goes way up.
I mean, before you were referencing Fresh and Fit as like positive, and now do you not understand that what you're showing us is that Fresh and Fit are negative, and they actually direct more people to OnlyFans girls? Wouldn't you consider them a net loss then?
And then he kicked me off, and then he invited me back on. So
the only bad press that you can get for OnlyFans is being unattractive. People don't care about the morality of a porn star. It's actually kind of a problem because you can inadvertently make.
I mean, he's not wrong about this, but
the thing more popular by criticizing it.
That doesn't mean that everybody wants to like seethe in the hate of what's going on. And a lot of these other OnlyFans girls aren't really online entities. They are online, but they're not like online people. Like, I don't think anyone knows who the fuck that girl was. She probably just like makes OnlyFans and puts content out there, whereas Pikachu is more of a public figure. You know? Okay.
So Pink Chew suggesting that her life was over after a single tweet from Tectone, where keep in mind,
well, streaming life, but yeah,
he was defending himself against allegations with no corroborating evidence. It's his right to do that. So Pink Chew suggesting that her life was over after that tweet couldn't be further from the truth. She's now.
Is this the PewDiePie bridge?
Now more popular than ever and has more social media followers than Tectone between Instagram and TikTok.
Damn, tech owned, more like it. Well, dude, you can't compare YouTube and Twitch to their Instagram and TikTok. You know that you're being stupid right now, right? Like, you have to know that. Like, I have 100,000 on YouTube. I have like almost 1 million on TikTok. TikTok doesn't mean shit. So I don't know. Like, you can't use these as comparative links, but okay.
In fact, don't take my word for it. Take it from me. Let it be known that from this point onward, anyone still caught defending Tectone is purposefully ignoring facts for what is most likely a desperate and pathetic attempt at gaining favor or clout. Maybe, though I'm not sure what facts he was talking about. Note that he said this before the transcript was made available, so real smart of him to not wait until the evidence was public.
Well, I mean, the fact that he was found to be a rapist, that's the fact that we're referring to here.
However, you can see that he is very much on Pink Chew's side, and more importantly, you can see him stating here that she makes significantly more money than Tectone. Weird, because it looks like she's the one who actually has more power, and thus makes her look like the aggressor. But
well, no, it doesn't. But she's specifically referring to
her. Here's the part where things get interesting. Again, you can understand social media to recognize.
Yeah, Morgan is going to be Frogan.
Recognize this stuff. On this page 134, Pink Chew mentions a girl named Morgan, and then she says that she went to Los Angeles to do collabs. I think it was a mistake to say this because Morgan is almost certainly a person who Pink Chew has done numerous collabs with.
Oh, I would have assumed that was fuck. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I would have assumed that was Frogan. That makes more sense to me. I think that she's talking about Frogan, to be honest with you, because that's Morgan's name. But like, there's still another way to it. Morgan like destroyed their own credibility, but
not me. That's why I think that's hard.
I guess we'll never know.
Like this one here at the gym. God, she must edit her photos a lot. I'm not even looking at the same person when she's on video and in a place where she can't cake on makeup.
He's such a weird freak. I don't know how to talk to you. You'll yell all day that people should go to the gym. Then a girl goes to the gym and she still looks good. She's just like sweaty or whatever from the gym, or messy, I guess. And then you're like, see, look at these ugly fucking women. You don't have to like fucking come every single time. Like, I know that you definitely bought her fucking OnlyFans or looked up the leaks or something and jerked off them like violently while you were making this video. Like, I can tell. Like, I can tell. She put some makeup on. That's nice. She still looks nice. You guys are so weird. You guys are freaks. It's like, do you not realize that you look like a fucking freak when you like when you fucking soy out every single time you see a woman without makeup? See, look at her, she's fucking ugly. She's making this up. Like, okay, got it.
Anyway, there's tons of video evidence of them interacting with each other and tons of tweets and stuff. So this person, Morgan, is almost certainly Morgpie. Why is that interesting?
Maybe.
Well, it's interesting because one of the things that Morgpie is famous for is helping signal boost false allegations against the YouTubers who run a channel called Super Mega. Turkey Tom made a huge video on it.
I remember that.
Super Mega is a comedy gaming channel with almost 1 million subscribers, run by Matt Watson and Ryan McGee. Over the past 2 years, the channel has found itself however, none of the videos 2023. That month, a cosplayer named Alex accused Super Mega's channel artist, Don, of SA. Matt and Ryan...
Yeah, I think I remember the Morgpie thing. This was, I think that she had mentioned... Didn't he mention that this guy
is handling the situation. This sparked enough backlash for a whole new wave of accusations to surface from former friends and employees. Alex outright lies in her own video, poisoned the well, and if her initial story was true...
It's true. That's how we figured out she was lying, because we didn't know what she was saying. She lied.
severely discredited by the various...
Kind of like how maybe the judge looked at this information and said, oh, look, they lied based on information.
...falsehood she spread. These falsehoods...
Maybe technically lying about things, you know. Obviously credible enough to get a protective order.
...were supported by her boyfriend, Ethan is online.
Whoa! Them friend now. Stop.
Her friend, Nick is not green. Their other friend, Leighton Stollard, Morgpie, and even Rav. All of these people spread provable lies to smear Super Mega.
That was a popular variety channel that had a podcast, and this
Whoa.
was quite the Turkey Tom video. It's kind of like an epic set of false allegations, but where Morgpie plays a role is that she had a crush on one of the owners named Matt. Matt didn't want to fulfill her relationship, but they hooked up twice, and then I think Matt chose a different girl over her.
Honestly, I cried for months over that guy. I was like, give me one of your shirts. You know what I mean? So I posted a picture of me wearing the shirt I told this on my, not like my big one, but my other one. And he texted me after that night. He didn't respond to me asking if he wanted to hang out again. He responded with a screenshot of the post and was like, hey.
I guess this guy has another.
Down, like, people have seen me in that shirt, like they know that shirt. Can you just take down this post?
Did you hear the part where she said she made the post on a second account? Kind of like similar to what Pink Jew did. What an odd coincidence.
What? Well, she's talking about how she posted a picture of her in his sweater, and you're comparing that to that were like vague posting, but you know, on a second that means that they were like crap. Okay.
To quickly sum things up, Morgpie...
I'm pretty sure Morgpie said that like the guy cheated or something. It wasn't like the biggest part of the allegation.
Came from a big
And I think she like retracted it very quickly, huh?
I told ex-Super Mega employee named Leighton, whose goal was to do whatever he could to ruin their career.
Oh, this guy was a weirdo. He gay, and he was like annoying. Sorry, it's not because he's gay.
Morgpie's purpose was to basically signal boost and give validity to all the provably false things that Leighton was saying about Super Mega. During this time, he also doxed the ex-girlfriend of one of the founders. It seems like
I'll still take your word for it.
doxing was intentional
I don't remember any of it.
to get back at him for picking another girl
Well, I remember some of it, but not
over her. Again, these are very familiar circumstances.
So I was just talking about personal details.
Well, so just to be clear, what you're saying is that I think you're trying to say that she knew all this was like a lie. I think that they were fucking idiots that believed that. What's his face? The other guy, Ethan, were telling the truth, and that they believed them and they had charity for them when they shouldn't have. That doesn't necessarily mean that. But her being slighted by this guy because she felt like, you know, he took advantage of her in some capacity. Her feeling, I think he might have cheated too, but like whatever. Those aren't part of the right? But that doesn't mean that she was malicious necessarily. And I think you're kind of trying to attack on there.
Being unnecessarily mentioned and weaponized, worse, and unfortunately, I jumped on that bandwagon. One of those people being Morgan, aka Morgpie. Morgan not only brought my current girlfriend to the situation on screen without her consent, she also named out my girlfriend and revealed that I'm very private about my relationships, so this was a big blow. Morgan also brought my ex-girlfriend into the picture without her consent and has strongly hurt her because of this. She lied about conversations with my ex-girlfriend. She wrongly stated that I had been having a multiple-month affair with my current girlfriend while I was dating my ex-girlfriend. She also lied about not knowing who my current girlfriend was, but she did know who that was, and she used it as a segue to that I was cheating on my current girlfriend. They were both.
Okay, she knows that was false. Got it. I don't remember the specifics. Okay.
Harassed viciously, and their personal lives are being used as weapons to make me look worse, and I think that's
Yeah, this is old drama. He's just trying to make it seem like all women are bad and malicious.
completely unacceptable.
They still succeeded. Super Mega took a huge hit, and it really hasn't been the same since. Even after
Confidence was struck. That's part of it.
Super Mega was exonerated in the eyes of the public. So if you're wondering why people do these tactics and coordinate these ops on Discord and stuff, it's because they work. What's wrong with all this? Well, Pink Chew's official story is that she thought her relationship with Tectone was all consensual.
Are you talking about the blowing? Crazy. Yes, but okay. Just the way yes. Yes, so I had tried to originally confide in a girl that was a mutual friend. Okay. And when was that? When did you try to confide in her? I believe it was possibly a week before that text or so. I don't remember. Okay. It was a little bit after the first time we broke up. Okay, then what happened? I told her that he would make me give him blowjobs, and she freaked out. And I'm like, but it's still all fine. It's not a big deal. And I got scared because I didn't know if I could trust her. And he then, the next day, sat me in his office and sat me in a chair. And he's like, I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to step inside and out. And he stopped outside of the office and said, you're going to tell me what? Everything you told her in detail. And I want to know if you're lying, and we're going to have her on the phone back and forth and find out all the information. You're going to text me that you want to suck my dick, or else I'm going to not trust you. Okay, maybe. Okay, interesting.